After all these losses, I couldn't afford to pay the electricity bill, so it's really just you, me, the laptop in front of me, and that's really what we're gonna have to deal with today. Man, this sucks. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot, and we're back for some player props and spreads in the NBA for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Man, oh man, you saw the Hawks steal Game 1 in this series. Bucks still find themselves as 8-point favorites, and the over-under still set at 226. Basically a repeat of what we saw in Game 1. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Almost at 7,000 subscribers. I think we're about 160 away. So click that subscribe button if you haven't already. It is free, and it really helps us grow. And we're trying to hit 7,000 by this weekend. Can we do it? Who knows? We got a full slate coming your way, and I'll probably make a mockery of myself in this video, as you've probably already seen. Whatever. And let's recap yesterday. The unluckiness has been real, and I don't even know what to say. I can only laugh at this rate. We'll put them all up on the screen. Reggie Jackson, he hits his over. He's about the only one I can trust these days. Pat Beverly, oh man, if you took Pat Beverly's under, I am sorry. We have been hit with a bad beat, and that's basically how all of the games went last night. A ton of bad beats. Pat Beverly scores 3 points all game. And then the last 40 seconds of the game, he drops 5 points, hits his over 7.5, ends with 8 points. You just get, oh man, what can you do about that? CP3, we had his over 16.5 points, ends on 15. Shoot goes 5 for 17 from the field. Every single time he has shot above 17 times this season. Not only has he scored over 17 points, he scored over 20 plus points, except for Game 3. What can you do about that? I'll take his over again in Game 4. And then we added DeAndre Ayton, who naturally hits his over despite being an odds boost, which we always fade, and he hits it in the final couple minutes. What can you do? That speaks to the unluckiness that has been the NBA playoffs the past week. Man, I'm sorry, man. Now L's, I guess, left and right. That's basically a walking L at this point. If I had a clown nose, I'd probably put it on right now. But we're going to get after it. Shout out to our COS All-Stars. They're all up on the screen. I appreciate you guys for all your support regardless. Logan continues to kill it in the MLB, so go check out his video. But like I said, we got Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Bucks taking on the Hawks. Bucks still 8-point favorites. And today, where are we starting off? Well, first, I need my Lucky Charms. And no, not the cereal. Boom! The rally cap is back, and I know you saw it yesterday, and maybe it didn't work, but that's why we're bringing it out even more. We even got our extra Lucky Charm, Ryan Mountcastle. If you know, you know. A legend on the channel. Where COS is the #1 fan base for Ryan, so of course we got to bring him out. We got to get some luck on our side, but not only do I have one rally cap on, I got one for every single pick that I'm making today. Where are we starting with? Trae Young, over 9.5 assists, -125 on MGM. In Game 1, Trae, he could go wherever and whenever he wanted. He absolutely feasted. You saw him drop 48 points, and he also pitched in 11 assists on 17 potential assist opportunities. And, you know, I think he will cash in on some more assists today. You look at it, he'll have even more opportunities as the Bucks try to get the ball out of his hands. Trae has hit this over, 9.5 assists. He had double-digit assists in 3 straight playoff games. 4 out of his last 5 playoff games, 6 out of his last 8, and overall 8 out of the last 13 in the whole entire playoffs. So again, he should see 40-plus minutes tonight, and I think they're going to try to take the ball out of his hands. And I think he's basically, if you look at it, every time he gets above 40 minutes a game, he's basically hit this over 9.5 assists in almost all of those games. I'm taking it, locking it in. Trae Young, over 9.5 assists. Boom! Another rally cap because we're moving on to another pick. Bogdanovic, I'm taking his under, 11.5 points, -125. It's clear. He's banged up, and he's very injured. And you've looked at his last 4 games. He's had 6 points, 7 points, 4 points, and then 4 points. He hasn't scored over 7. And I don't think he will attempt many shots today. He only played 27 minutes and attempted 6 shots. You obviously have seen the Hawks lock in Trae Young, John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and Capella. Those are the 4 players. They're playing a lot of minutes. And I think they're fine putting in Gallinari, who has been a mismatch on defense. Lou Will, Solomon Hill, all those guys. I think they're fine with it. No need to play a banged-up Bogdanovic. Taking the under here, taking Bogdanovic under 11.5 points. Not thinking twice about it. Boom! We are up to 3 rally caps, and that's what we need. Kevin Huerter, over 12.5 points, -122. Like I said, it's clear Bogdanovic is injured, and Huerter has been the recipient of that. Just like I bet on the assists, I bet some assists will go to Kevin Huerter tonight. He's played big minutes. In Game 1, he played another 36 minutes, attempted 12 shots, scored 13 points, hitting this over. Previous 2 games, you obviously saw him score 27 points in Game 7. Previous game, Game 6, he scored 17. Whenever he sees 28-plus minutes in this postseason, he's hit the over in 5 of those 6 games, and he's been playing well over 28 minutes a game. He's been playing more, closer to 35. In the whole season, when he played 35-plus minutes, he hit the over 17 of 24 times. Should see the same amount of run tonight. Bogdan is obviously injured. He should see a lot of minutes, and I'm locking it in. He's been a beast, and I think they'll try to get the ball out of Trae Young's hands. And Kevin Huerter will be the recipient of that, taking his over. 12.5 points, not thinking twice. Moving on, we've added another rally cap, and I might be looking like a clown. You might have already clicked off, but what can you do about that? John Collins, over 25.5 points plus rebounds. yeah, he's another guy that's going to benefit from Trae Young getting trapped all over the court. You saw game one, he absolutely beasted and feasted. 23 points, 15 rebounds, absolutely destroying this. And I mentioned it as a play per Ronak. He gave me it in the Discord. And he said 23.5. It's gone up to 25.5. They threw Capella on Giannis, and that made Collins one of the primary rebounders in the paint. And you saw that with 15 rebounds. Obviously, 23 points, great. You'll love to see that. Now, as for Capella, he still hauled in 19 rebounds. So I like John Collins to continue his dominance. Like I said, I think they'll get the ball out of Trae Young's hands like they didn't do in game one. They'll try to do that in game two. He also only shot 1 of 5 from the three-point line. And I think he'll make some more of those today. He'll probably have some more open attempts as they trap Trae Young on some pick and rolls. And I'm locking it in. We're taking John Collins over 25.5 points plus rebounds. Boom! I am not done. I got another rally cap on. I believe that makes us up to number 5, and we're taking Brook Lopez. We're on the Bucks side. Brook Lopez, under 4.5 rebounds, plus 114. Great value. Brook Lopez, he got played off the court. You didn't even see him touch the court in game 4, or not game, in the fourth quarter of game 1. And he's just too slow to keep up with Trae Young. So either one, he's going to have to just continue to drop on the pick and rolls, and you'll see Trae Young attempt many three-pointers and probably knock a lot of them down, maybe shimmy in a little bit more. Or you'll see him trap Trae Young on the picks, and then he won't even be in the paint for some rebounds. Or 3, he's not even on the court, which could be an option. They could play Giannis at the 5, maybe put PJ Tucker at 4, and then roll with that kind of lineup. Pat Connaughton, Bryn Forbes, get some more three-point shooting out there. Either way, you look at it against the season, like Brook Lopez against the Hawks, he had 3 rebounds, 12 rebounds, 1 rebound, and 2 rebounds in the 4 games. So he's easily cashed as under 4.5 plus value, plus 114 in all. Then 3 of the 4 games, the 12 rebounds seems like a bit of an outlier. Just 2 rebounds in game 1, that's not going to cut it, and I will take the under, no doubt about it. I'm taking it for the plus money, and I'm locking that baby in. Boom, we're adding another. We're up to pick number 6, and we're taking Giannis over 5.5 assists. Giannis, he had 9 assists on 19 assist opportunities in game 1. And now if all 19 assist opportunities went to Khris Middleton, he probably wouldn't have hit this over. But they did not all go to him, and all we need today is 6. I think those assist opportunities will go down a little bit, but if you look at the way the Hawks guarded Giannis, it was basically anyone but Giannis. He would get into the paint, they double team him. Clint Capella was obviously on him to try to wall him off. But anytime he got near the paint, they just double team him and make him pass it out to one of his shooters. And you saw that, 9 assists in game 1. I think that continues. He'll hit his open teammates, and I think they're going to knock down some shots today. You should see another healthy dose of minutes above 36, 38, 40 minutes. Tonight, the Hawks never seem to go away, and the Sixers can speak to that as they blew many a lead against this Hawks team. So I'm taking the over, taking it with confidence. Second to last play, Giannis over 5.5 assists, minus 122. Love the play. Considered Khris Middleton over 23.5 points, but not hinging my reputation on Khris Middleton. Instead, I'll move on to another Buck. And my 7th and final rally cap in my head is beginning to hurt. Jrue Holiday over 27.5 points plus assists. Now, Jrue, he was a mismatch in game 1. He absolutely, on both sides of the floor. You know, he was a mismatch on defense as Trae Young absolutely exploited him. He destroyed him. And while I expect him to use some more energy on Trae Young, you don't just stop him. It's not a one-man thing. You just say, hey, Jrue Holiday, get out there and stop Trae Young. It's not how that works. Just like they tried to stop Kevin Durant with one person, kind of hard to do that. They'll have to do it by a team. So Jrue Holiday, he might use some more energy on defense. Not worried about that. Game 1, you saw him go absolutely ballistic. He had 33 points, 10 assists. And now, all we're asking for is 27.5 points plus assists. You can take Drew's regular over at 19.5 points. Love that one, but I'll combine it with assists. If you look at his last 3 games, including the regular season, he had 33 points and 10 assists in game 1, easily cashing this over. And then back to the regular season, 19 points and 11 assists and 23 points and 7 assists. Cashing it, he had over 30 in all 3 of those games. We're locking that in. Now I consider his PRA over, and you could take it, but I do not think you get a good edge on the rebounds line. I don't know, it's probably 5.5 probably. I would guess that's what it was in game 1 when I told you guys to take the under, but he hasn't had 5 rebounds. He's had 5 or less rebounds against the Hawks in his last 7 matchups, and I like Jrue to continue to be aggressive tonight. You've looked at it, Budenholzer, he's going to play him a lot of minutes because he knows he's their best defender, and he's their best chance at stopping Trae Young if there even is a way. But like I said, I don't know. I'm going to take the points and assists because I think he will not only feed his teammates, which I think he had like 18 assist opportunities, very similar to Giannis in game 1, should feed his teammates a lot. And I think he's got a good chance. I mean, he's going after Trae Young on the offensive side of the floor, and that was shown. 33 points in game 1, and he's attempting a ton of shots. He's attempted, I think, 25 shots in game 1. I would happily take this. If he wants to go 3 for 25 like he basically did in game 7, so be it. I'll accept the results. But I think he's got a good chance of hitting this one. I'm taking his over, 27.5 points plus assists, minus 113, and locking it in. Now, if you considered this spreads, I would probably lean towards taking the Bucks -8. Then that's only because I would probably mentally take the Hawks +8, but I don't bet spreads because I hate them with a passion. Now I can guarantee you that the Hawks go under their team total because I'm not picking it today, and I picked the under in game 1, and of course they hit the over. So now that I'm not on the under, I guarantee you they hit it, but that's just how it is. I'll recap all 7 of my plays, and I like all 7 of them for reasons that I already described. We're taking Trae Young over 9.5 assists, Bogdanovic under 11.5 points, Kevin Huerter over 12.5 points, John Collins over 25.5 points plus rebounds. Don't mind his line for points or rebounds. Probably take rebounds if I had to. Brook Lopez under 4.5 rebounds. Giannis over 5.5 assists. And Jrue Holiday over 27.5 points plus assists. If you had a bet for Austin rally caps over 4.5, you cash that bet as we're at 7. But feel free to go wherever you want. Do your research, as I always preach. Go check out Logan's video. Like I said, he has been killing it. And I'll be back tomorrow to break down Game 4 of the Clippers versus Suns series, as the Clippers got a big win last night. So shout out to them. This has been Austin. This has also been Ryan. So I don't know what this video has become, but I had fun making it. I don't really know where this is going. Good luck tonight. Let's make some money tonight. This has been Austin. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Peace!